What's good, community? Nah. Hello, people on the tube. How's it going today, man? What's good, community? Hopefully you're all having a good day today. Welcome back to another episode of Brain Dump. Okay, this is episode 2. You know what I'm saying? We had a cool episode 1. We spoke a lot about Persona 3 Reload. Episode 2, I'm going to kind of follow up a little bit similar to how episode 1 was, but we're going to talk about a couple other things too. Try and generate some structure for this thing. This is a brain dump. I am just going to be talking, waffling, spitting, being stupid and goofy for the next 20-25 minutes, okay? I'll probably put in the title what we're going to talk about. A couple of things I need to say, get off my chest, discuss, thank people for, a couple of sad things, a couple of, hyped and gassed things to talk about. So yeah, man, I got nothing written down. This is coming straight from the dome. For anyone who's wondering what this is gonna be like, or what you're actually about to experience, what we're talking about here, this is like a podcast, I guess, but it's just me talking to you, the community. Just waffling about some stuff that's going on with myself. A good chance for me to vent, talk some ish, discuss some things with the channel. I got a little bit of music in the background because in the last episode I had to add it in manually, but this one I just got the YouTube video up in the background. I'm listening to 1 hour chill freestyle beats. Let me show you guys real quick, 1 minute, what I'm listening to right now. Can we get this up on the screen? Let me see if I can show you guys what's happening. Bam! There we go. We are listening to 1 hour chill freestyle beats 2024 by a channel called Noisy. This has been my jam recently. Apologies, I hit the microphone. My bad. This has been my jam recently, bro. So yeah, what's been happening for me today, man? It's Sunday, it's Mother's Day. I spent some time with the Madre today. Happy Mother's Day to all the people out there, all the mothers out there. Then I went to go play some basketball today. Got absolutely slaughtered. Still salty about that one, not gonna lie, bro. Still salty about that one, not gonna lie. I gotta do some conditioning and some cardio to get myself back in shape. Played pretty awful, not gonna lie. I recorded a P3 episode today and dropped it quite early. I think I dropped it about 5 o'clock maybe. Normally I drop it like 10, 11 or 12 at night, so hopefully that makes its way into your feed. For those who are interested into the Persona playthrough. And yeah, other than that, man, just had a busy week. If you guys and girls don't know, community, if you don't know, I'm moving. I'm gonna be moving house very, very soon. I live with my mom at the moment, and I'm gonna be living on my own. Got my own house. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick. That's a really weird way to explain that, but I'm excited for it. Let's just say that, baby. I'm excited. Literally, I think I'm getting the keys like tomorrow. It's been a long process. Spent this week getting some shit together, getting my self organized. As organized as you can be when you first buy your house, right? I guess. So yeah, man, that's it with me. How are you ladies and gentlemen doing? How are you doing today, community? Hopefully you're having a good time, man. Hopefully you're having a good Mother's Day. Hopefully you haven't had too much stress, too much trials and tribulations. Hopefully you're all having a good time, man. This episode, or this brain dump, is literally me just talking to you. This is unstructured, won't be edited. Probably go up literally a second I click stop recording. So if you get the introduction, like me, you know, timing myself in, and you also get me closing the video out, it's because there's no point me putting this in Premiere Pro to edit it, right? Just to cut the, you know what I'm saying? It's unfiltered, man. It's unfiltered. Anyways, before we get into the topics, just want to say appreciate everybody just for jumping in and tuning into these episodes, or to episode 1. We're gonna be doing these as of when. If you enjoyed them a lot more, I can do them more often. I always got something to brain dump. But yeah, that's it. That's really it. Maybe in the future I can get people on to brain dump with your boy. Maybe I can get you guys to send me questions, or pose some questions to me and I can answer them. Brain dump them. And brain dump won't just be specifically for Persona, by the way. It's just because I'm playing Persona right now. That's the reason why. Although this episode is going to be consisting of Persona 3, Akira Toriyama. I'm sad about that one. Yeah, I'm sad about that one. I'm unfortunately he passed away, man. What, 68? I think he was, something like that. Zoonomaly. It's gonna be talking about that in this episode, and I'm also going to talk to you guys a bit about the YouTube algorithm, or my analytics and things like that. So yeah, man, if you like this type of stuff, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I doubt anybody new will be watching this, but subscribe. Okay. This one's really for the PGC, right? This is not for just random people. I doubt anybody's gonna click on a brain dump from Powellguy if they don't know who the hell Powellguy is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, brain dump, appreciate you. PGC, appreciate you. Brain dump, appreciate you. What am I talking about, man? That's my brain just going off in the wind, not staying focused, man. So yeah, let's start off with P3, man. P3 reload, ladies and gentlemen. We are like 19 episodes in, soon to be 20. And the game has picked up. Okay. Anybody who's watched the playthrough, who knows me when I played P5, who just knows me about games in general, you would understand that I like when games cook. Okay. A game don't need to start off when a gun's blazing out the gate. Obviously the introduction needs to be fulfilling enough to hook you, keep you in, but it doesn't need to be, you know, the value of games and the value of stories for me aren't always the first 5 minutes, you know what I'm saying? And then having it stay at that pace from the first 5 minutes all the way through. There's ups and downs, there's peaks and flows, there's lefts and rights, diagonals, neutrals. I'm trying to think of other directions, bro. Latitudes. I'll stop. So yeah, man, this is gonna be the episode. So yeah, the game starts off really slow. That's a Persona situation. When it builds up pace as it goes through, we're getting to the point now where the game has picked up its pace. Okay, we very much know the game's plot, or very much know the game's theme. We might not know all the intricacies, but we understand where the game is, where the story, where the narrator is taking us. Right, what avenue it's taking us down. And for those I don't know, just watching the brain dump episode just to support me and is listening and enjoying, but doesn't have the time to go back 19 episodes to go find out from the start to now. Ultimately, what's going on is we're at a point in time where we're adding more and more members to the team, to the C's, SEES. But we also really started to learn how we can stop Tartarus, which is the dungeon, or the thing that's affecting influencing those around it. We're also understanding how it was created, how it was generated, how it was made. And then we're also kind of figuring out how we can go about dealing with its effects. Right? That's where we are right now in the game. We learned that Tartarus is man-made. This isn't something that just came out of nowhere. It was something that was created and made because, and correct me if I'm wrong here, due to experimentation. That they're trying to figure out how to deal and control and handle the shadows, and they go ahead and experiment on people, and they created and generated this place called Tartarus. We learned that Missouri, her grandfather is the reason. He the reason. Okay. We realized that she knew that and kept it away from the new members. So Aki, or Sanada-kun, and Missouri, Kyujo, and the I forgot Big Boy Commissioner's name, bro, but I'm gonna call him Big Boy Commish. Those three knew, okay, but your character Junpei, Yukari, and Fuka, they didn't know, okay, right? So as the game's kind of getting up to this point of this reveal, Yukari's kind of like starting to, you know, repeatedly explain her discomfort with the fact that those three are hiding something. Kirijo is hiding something. Something don't feel right, bro. What's going on? I need to know. And for a couple of episodes on the run up to the reveal, I spoke about how I had that feeling that this Taurus thing is not real. It's not natural, right? It's like manifested, man-made. Something's created. Somebody's done something with some sort of intent, and that's the result of said thing. You could kind of tell the game was kind of pushing you down that direction. Now, with a Persona game or with games in general, a lot of the time, it can be quite like cut and dry, black and white. But Persona, sometimes they kind of throw them curveballs at you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you can have a good guess, or you could guess the obvious, and you could be very wrong for that. And I could still also be very wrong. You know what I'm saying? But as far as my understanding goes, that's where we are. That's how we are. That's what's going on right now. So, anyways, that's been going on, and in a roundabout way, what I'm trying to say is the game right now has got to the point where, cool, we understand we need to defeat 12 bosses. They need to deal with 12 full moons. The full moons are directly a result of what's happening in Tartarus and the shadows and everything else. And in order to stop the shadows and apathy syndrome and all the bad shit, we need to deal with these bosses that show up during the full moons. And there's 12 of them motherfuckers, and we are currently 6 out of 12, I think. So we are about 50% of the way through. Currently at the day of this recording, I am just about to go on summer vacation on the game. I am 19 days from a full moon, and we're going to visit Missouri's father. Okay, so it's about to pop off. All right, a lot of it's about to be uncovered. I got a feeling that this next area coming up is going to be difficult. I also got a feeling it's going to throw another curveball in terms of the story, but also a curveball in terms of the gameplay. Sometimes Persona puts you in unfavorable positions, especially when it comes to like story progressing parts. You see, this game is like split almost in like 2 different pacings of gameplay, is the best way I like to explain it, right? You've got the Tartarus exploring, going up the floors and fighting the enemies as you go along side of the game, and then you have the understanding, furthering the plot, discussing characters and learning the characters and the growth of the characters part of the game too. And equally both sides of the game is done very, very well. You know, I'm meaning to say that to say oftentimes Persona, at least in P5 it did, and it's done it kind of sometimes in P3, it will like one of your characters will get captured, or one of your characters will get taken away from you, or one of your characters will kind of like go against you for a brief period of time, or be confused or something, or not quite, all in with you, and that means that you don't get them in your party no more, or you have to, do a moment of the game, one member down or something like that, right? And I got a feeling this is going to be one of those moments. I got a feeling like Kirijo is either going to, for a brief period of time, flip sides, be convinced by her father or her granddad, or those who run Kirijo Group, to kind of get her to look inwards in herself and discuss and figure out like what she actually wants. Anyways, that's kind of my favorite. That's my take, right? That's my hot take. Anyways, I say all that to say, basically, the game is really, really good, and it's getting to the point where like you're starting to really get a good feel for the characters. Okay, we've still got some more characters to go. I saw the dog character. I know he's coming soon. I saw the little child kid. I know he's coming soon. And I think if I remember on the intro, there's like a is she redheaded? I can't remember, but she almost looks like some sort of like robot-y kind of woman. I don't know what that is, who that is, but that's the vibe I got. So I got a feeling she's coming soon as well. And I think that might be it for the characters. Maybe we'll get another support character. I don't know. I don't know. But my point is, the game is shaping up to be really, really good. I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it. I can't wait to play some more. Dropping another episode on Tuesday, I believe. Because in my first episode I spoke about how I enjoy P5 a lot more than P3, and how Morgana, I missed that character a lot, and some of the other characters. But P3 is starting to unveil its characters, right? They're no longer just, he's the electric guy, he's the ice guy, he's the physical attack guy, he's the wind character. You know what I mean? It's no longer just them. It's more so like, okay, this person has a particular like frustration, and that frustration leads them to having that power, and that frustration leads them to having that special move and building that special gauge, clear that move, right? And it's like you understanding why they're like that now. The game's kind of peeling the layers for you to see inwards on the characters. Like Junpei, for example, he's very like, I want the attention, I want to be the man, I want to be the best, but he's constantly conflicted with the concept that maybe he's not gonna be the best, and should he strive and be the best at the expense of other people? You know what I'm saying? So he's constantly trying to, pretend he's cool, pretend he's, got it all figured, pretend he's nonchalant, but deep down he's actually kind of like upset about some shit, feels a type of way. And the game does a good job of kind of like having him express that to the viewer, to the player, but not the rest of the character, not the rest of the characters or the rest of the cast, but to you, the player. And then it also does a good job of kind of like him and his interaction with your character, with the leader, right? And probably as we go further in the game, his reaction and his, what I'm trying to say is how he's gonna then share that with everybody else, right? With the rest of the cast, okay? It's kind of put quite a few characters at each other's necks and have them share their opinions to other characters, and other characters are kind of like, oh shit, and then they have a reaction back. And it's just created a really cool kind of moment in storytelling, in game design, and character design, or whatever in Persona. That's kind of like going, yo, this person is a person, okay? This person has a wants, its needs, its personalities, its attributes, its whatever, and we're here to let you know that. like it's done a really good job of doing that, because beginning of the game, again, Persona, you need to let it cook. It didn't feel like that was the case. It felt like we were like, enemy shadows bad, we good, go fight them, use wind character to beat this character, use fire character to beat this character. That's what it just felt like. Go to top floor and beat enemy and beat boss and we win. Yes, that's how it felt. Not much characteristics with the characters, and not much interaction with those characters and the world around them, You see in the first game, you see in P5, I felt like the characters had an interaction with themselves, but then also the world and the school and things of that nature. P3 is starting to get there now, at least from my perspective. I guarantee it's only going to get better from here, especially when you integrate more characters. So yeah, that's really it, man. I made a statement that P3 does a fantastic job of creating these characters and putting them in realistic scenarios. Even though the game's not realistic, I know, don't jump down my neck. I know the game's not realistic, but it creates like desires, fears, wants, and needs, like as high school kids, right? Like it creates that kind of environment. It creates the environment and creates the characters around the environment. Yes, the other half of the game is you're fighting demons and running around and slashing things, and you know you're going to a police station to get guns and weapons instead of go fighting in a makeshift place. I know that. I know the game's not real in that sense, but just in terms of how the characters interact with the world and what's going on with the different characters in terms of how they respond to certain things and what they want to happen, and how it potentially is not going to happen the way that they want it, and then how they have to deal with that because not everything goes the way you want it to go, is interesting. And P3 has nailed that, and I'm only slowly starting to get that. So when people were telling me that you will enjoy P3 more the more you play it, I salute you for that. 07, respect. Done though, because I'm starting to see that now. Yeah. Although ultimately I still enjoy the characters of P5, P3 is getting there, bro. And I guess the more I play into the point of completion, we'll have a full full take on things. So yeah, anyways, to wrap up what I said, characters are fantastic, the world is awesome, of course the music and the visuals are amazing. The difficulty is ramping up. I'm still finding that I'm understanding the bosses and the battle mechanics before the game is throwing them at me. I know that the game is going to start hitting me with that cheese and hitting me with the RNG. Shout outs to Boom Boy Man. Shout outs to you, brother, for giving me the heads up on stuff like that. Also, shout outs to you for giving me the heads up on the interacting with characters. At the start of my P3 run, I kind of had it. I'm going to go to Yuko and Yuko only kind of scenario going on. And although I am prioritizing her first over many of the other characters, Miyamoto, Kenji, Chihiro, Odagiri, what's my man with the artwork, forgot his name. Although I am prioritizing her first because she's the bae, I feel like I spent more time talking to the actual cast you play, learning how they are as well, and doing some of the side stuff with them, watching DVDs or cooking food with them or watering the plants with them, just doing that type of stuff. And I'm going to continue doing that. And I can imagine that some characters will get left behind. You can't please and unlock the dialogue for everybody, I'm going to assume, because one, there's a time reverse mechanic, which gives you that ability to go back and replay certain things differently. And then there's also the fact that there's more characters to come. So it's a lot. But anyways, that's P3 Reload. Enjoying it a lot. I do plan to beat it by the end of this month. I am 28 hours in. 6 out of 12. 6 out of 12. What do you call it? Bosses. 6 out of 12 moons in. I got a feeling there's going to be more than 12, and I got a feeling that I might not just fight all 12 sequentially. Sometimes I might fight 2 in 1, or sometimes I might unlock a side road that we need to go down, and it might, expose us a 13th or 14th. I got a feeling the game is just going to end once you hit 12 and it's done. I know how these type of games are, so I'm using it as a rough estimate. I say I'm 50% through. I don't think I'm 100% 50% through. Maybe I'm 40, 35. But we're making great progress, and I do plan to try and finish it by the end of the month because we have Dragon's Dogma 2 coming out, and I want to go ahead and get a playthrough and a let's play of that as well. My plan is to play Dragon's Dogma 2 first, and then go back and play 1 because I was supposed to play 1 before 2, but Persona is taking up so much of the time because obviously Persona is such a big game. I'm not having a chance to go about playing Dragon's Dogma 1, so we're going to go ahead and play number 2. I think there's not going to be a direct correlation between the two anyway in terms of plot. And if there is, we'll go back and find that out. And also number 2 is shaping up to look really, really, really good. So I'm excited for that. So yeah, that's it. That's the Persona 3 section. If you came for that, appreciate you. If you're going, to go back to do whatever you're doing, if you're still here to hear me brain dump about some other stuff, hey, how you doing? I'm Powell Guy. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Yeah, let's talk about Akira Toriyama real quick, and then after that we'll talk about Zoonomaly. Yeah, Akira Toriyama, man. How can I best explain? I've seen a lot of stuff online. A lot of people have, a lot of thoughts about certain things. I think my best way to explain Akira Toriyama and my take on the situation is, to me, it felt sudden. To me, it felt too soon. I'm gonna assume that everybody else that's not on the internet, so his actual peoples, knew there was something going on. And to be fair, in the most respectful way to put this, I'm glad, because we don't deserve to know before anybody else, because we just some donnies on the internet that are influenced by him but don't know him before he was him and off the internet, right? You know what I mean? Like outside of the influence, basically. And his peoples will obviously know him prior to the influence. So, but yeah, no, it's sad news. Obviously everybody dies, bro. Okay. But to me, it just feels so sudden and too soon. Okay. Now, obviously, one of my favorite shows, animes of all time, is Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Super. You can just the Dragon Ball franchise, okay? I really, really love Dragon Ball Z, and I really, really love Dragon Ball. And Super and GT. GT is growing on me. I never really liked GT. It's growing on me as I go back here and watch certain parts. Like I went back and watched from the start all the way to the Super Saiyan 4. Reveal. Okay, and again, even though GT does some things that's kind of silly, that they mastered the transformation. So that's cool. Anyways, going kind of off the beat again. Brain dumping. Ugh. So what's going on right now in my brain is that Akira Toriyama is obviously no longer with us. Rest in peace. I don't know if I said that already. My condolences, and if I said that already. Apologies. Someone subscribed to the channel. I'm doing my brain dump. I am not editing that out. That is amazing. My OBS is connected to my YouTube, so it just throws the notifications when someone subscribes. What was I saying? Akira Toriyama, that's it. So yeah, Dragon Ball, right? So I know he's influenced on many other things too. It's not just Dragon Ball. I know there's Dr. Slump and there's other things too. But my point I'm trying to make is I really, really enjoyed the Dragon Ball franchise. And part of me goes to myself, damn. He was responsible for a lot of influence for a lot of kids of my age, bro. I'm born in 96. I first watched Dragon Ball back when I was in year 5, maybe year 4, so that would have been 8 or maybe 9, somewhere around those, somewhere around that age group. I tell the story to people all the time. My youngest sister, I'm the youngest in my family, my siblings, but my youngest sister, my 2 sisters, she was the one who got me into Dragon Ball. She used to watch Sailor Moon. She used to watch Cowboy Bebop, Outlaw Star, Those were the top 3 that I can remember off the top of my head. There were some other ones too, but she was the one who got me into anime. I came home from school, I throw down my bags, I walk past my living room where the TV is to go to my kitchen to go say hello to my mum or something, and I go to the kitchen and I can see into the living room, the TV is there, and I stop. My sister's sitting on the sofa, and I stop and I'm looking at the TV, right? My body is this way, my head is this way. Okay, my body this way, head this way. So I'm on that type shit. That's a joke from my first episode of Zoonomaly. Also a joke I stole from Kevin Hart. Anyways, brain dump. Yeah. So on the TV is my sister's watching Dragon Ball Z. And I think it's Toonami at this time. It might be Jetix. I can't remember what channel. But anyways, it doesn't matter. Point being is on the TV, it's the Cell Saga. It's Vegeta charging up the final Flash, bro. This dude is charging that motherfucker up. Right? Hits that. Bah! And then, final Flash. Boom. Sends that motherfucker. And obviously, now we take that for granted because we know Final Flash its accolades are kind of whack. He ain't really done nobody with the Final Flash. Like Big Bang Attack's better, you know what I'm saying? But like, but first time you seen that shit again, body this way, head this way. Final Flash goes off, and obviously if you haven't seen Dragon Ball, or Dragon Ball Z for that matter, then I'm sorry, I'm probably going way off scope here for you, but just imagine, this guy is charging one of his strongest all-in attacks that he has. This massive beam he shoots out at an enemy called Cell, and the beam and the blast is so powerful that the beam goes off the planet into the atmosphere, into the space, and you're still seeing the beam, dude. Anyways, he hits Cell, right? He hits Cell, and Cell just doesn't give a fuck. it's the long and short of it, dude. And I said to my sister, I said, "What is this?" And yeah, and from then I just was a fan. I went to watch Dragon Ball, and I remember the first interaction with Goku and Bulma, and then it goes on from there. And I remember watching the show, and I'm like, yo, this is so sick, dude. And I remember the training arc with Krillin and Goku and Master Roshi, and the carrying the milk cartons, and the hopping, and they're going up all these stairs, all this training, dude. And I remember just gassing you up and making you want to just be stronger and be better. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like the overarching feel of Dragon Ball. I know it's kind of lost its way from that. With Super, it's not necessarily about that no more. I know a lot of the characters in that show is kind of getting transformations and reaching new heights without the due diligence or the time taken animation-wise or story-wise to showcase that. But that was what it felt like at the time. Back then, it was like, yo, man, you're doing all this training, then you go to the World Martial Arts Tournament, you find this big guy, and Krillin's taking out huge fucking tall guys, taking him out, you're like, yo, Krillin's guy, and then, there's like Jackie Chan, and he comes in and beats Goku. And my point is, all this crazy stuff, to get to Dragon Ball and finding out Goku's an alien, and Radix is his brother, and all this type of stuff, and the Saiyans, and all this type of things, and you're like, what the hell, man, this is mad. And bear in mind, bro, like, we didn't have shows like that in the UK like that, bro. In terms of things like that. We had Power Rangers, but Power Rangers just look too goofy. I mean, I watch Power Rangers with my nephew now, and I love it. I'm like a child. I'm watching it with him, like, yo, they're transforming, bro. Like, but back then it was just we loved Power Rangers. Let's not get it twisted. But when Dragon Ball Z came, it didn't look as goofy. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I'm just trying to tell you my influence from from Akira Toriyama. That's basically where I'm going with this brain dump. But yeah, so I like to say, a legend, gone but not forgotten. Yeah, I think that's the best way to kind of explain it. A legend, gone but not forgotten. And without him and his influence in Dragon Ball, the influence of Dragon Ball to everybody else, I do wonder where a lot of our motivation, training motivation, and trying to be the best, and everybody trying to go Super Saiyan at some point, bro. Sitting in a room, trying to go Super Saiyan, bro. Like, I wonder what would have been if it wasn't for him. I guess, I don't know. But that's really it, dude. A legend, gone but not forgotten. Rest in peace to him. My condolences to him and his family, or to his family and that. And it's a shame. Okay. This feels so quick and so sudden. Out of nowhere. And I know for a fact, if it wasn't for me being told by other people, if I had seen it on the internet, I wouldn't have believed it. Very similar to when I found out Kobe Bryant died. I was the first one to see that. I saw that on the internet, and then I Googled it, and then nothing came up on the search results. And then I refreshed the page, and all of a sudden the search results flooded my Google search page. And that's what, like, it would have been a similar thing if someone had told me. So shout out to Sleep Sensei for telling me. Appreciate you. And also the rest of the people that told me too. I've had quite a lot of people tell me, man. Shout out to Gary, the darkest. Shout outs to Robin, the froggiest. A lot of people. I'm making all these inside jokes that nobody knows. But my point of the matter is, rest in peace, Torium. Yeah. So, on to the next topic. Just to keep the brain dump moving, because I'm looking at the time and I'm like 36 minutes. I've been waffling for 36 minutes. Have you made it this far? Yo, if you've made it this far, bro. No, don't type anything in the chat. That's dumb. Don't put anything in the comments. No one does that. Okay, YouTubers make people do that all the time. Yo, if you make it this far in a video, type 1. Bro, no one types 1, bro. Even the bots don't type 1. No one's typing 1, bro. If you made it this far, thank you. My watched hours, my algorithm, my audience retention. Appreciate you. You help me get closer to monetization. Yeah. So, yeah, let's move on to Zoonomaly, okay? First and foremost, man, like, yo, all the new subscribers, appreciate you. That's the first and foremost. I've said this in, like, countless of videos recently, but I really need people to understand how thankful and appreciative I am, okay? Zoonomaly has helped propel the channel. Zoocosis has helped propel the channel. Persona 3 has helped propel the channel, but this section's on Zoonomaly in particular. Zoonomaly is a horror game where you're in a zoo and you have to collect shards and things and run around and whatnot. And just the interaction with my channel, the PGC, and those videos has been great. I do plan to do more Zoonomaly. I'm 35% through the game or something like that, so I've got plenty more to go. Episode 3 will be dropping tomorrow. When I get home, I'll record that. But yeah, I mean, I go to say that thank you very much to all the new subscribers, okay? We're getting closer and closer and closer to 2K subscribers. It is insane, and I am enjoying Zoonomaly like it's nobody's business. The game is stressful. It's horror, so I scream like a little bitch. It's a rage game down there, so I scream like a little bitch. but it seems like people are really enjoying both my gameplay and reaction, and also the game itself. So shout outs to people for that. Thank you very much for subscribing. We're getting closer to 2K. I think we're at 1,840 something. I think. Yeah, we climbing. We moving. That's it. Shout outs to Blank Boy. We moving. Again, inside joke, brain dump. I'm sorry. I watch YouTube and I'm fans of a lot of YouTubers, so I do that a lot. But yeah, man, Zoonomaly is awesome. It's a horror game. I've been playing it. It is released. It's crazy to me the fact that I did a reaction to a zoo game called Zoocosis. somebody in the comments told me play Zoonomaly. I go to Zoonomaly. There's a trailer only for the game because it wasn't out yet. And then somebody in the comments of that post told me, yo, you know the game's out, right? And I was like, huh? So I did the reaction. Weeks later, the game actually drops, and I didn't even know. In which I did a post saying appreciate you, and then I jumped onto the game to say appreciate you, and then that YouTuber, that commenter, sorry, a subscriber, that PGC member is helping me through the game. Like, they're actually in the comments on the videos and helping me through it, and saying good job and shit. So I really appreciate that, man. I want to make that very clear to everybody who watches, listens, supports, whether you comment or don't. Appreciate the support nonetheless, man. You're helping me get closer and closer to monetization. And you're also helping me craft and understand where my channel can go, where it should go, and where it will go. And helping me understand what is good and not so good. So I appreciate it. Thank you very much for that, everybody. Zoonomaly is really helping the channel grow, and I hope that people, once the Zoonomaly is over, can find other things within my channel to enjoy. Okay, we will not be as exclusively horror channel. We will not be exclusively a zoo horror channel. We'll play other horror games and react to other things of that nature. I'm trying to keep my channel as organic as possible. I've always done it this way. That's the reason why the channel grows so slow, because I'm trying not to chase the trends and the fads because they are trends and fads. Trying to do things that works for me and for the PGC, and I'm hoping people are understanding and seeing that, and it seems that that is the case. For full transparency, by the way. I can breathe. So yeah, that's Zoonomaly, man. If you haven't seen the episodes, go check them out, bro. They're super fun. They're just goofy, me talking shit, screaming, scratching my head because it's a puzzle game. And puzzles are my forte. There's a lot of cap in a lot of the videos because I'm over here saying how good I am, but I'm not good, bro. No. So yeah, you've got to this point of the video, you know how I am, and what I do. You understand that I'm goofy and dumb and stupid. I got traits of stupid in me as a Persona 3 reference. I'll stop. So yeah, that's really it. I think the last thing to say is keep watching the videos, man, if you enjoy them. Keep subscribing to the channel if you like the videos. Appreciate you, man. We're getting closer and closer. Let me show you guys. We're getting closer and closer to 2K subscribers. We really on the verge, man. It's insane. We're gonna keep pushing. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep grinding. I want people to understand. I want to make this very clear to people, because I guess I never have a chance to really discuss my thoughts and feelings on this outside of live streaming. If anyone doesn't know, I used to live stream. Let me go back into full screen while I explain this. Boom. I used to live stream. I do plan to go back to live streaming in the future. It just didn't work well for my schedule. Okay. It wasn't working well for the channel's growth either. And I do miss it, and I really want to go back and do it more. And maybe I'll do the next brain dump episode in a live stream. It depends. But what I said to people when it came to that, I said to people, I want people to understand and not fall into the trap that I'm doing this for views. Okay. This is, or I'm not doing my videos for views. Okay. A lot of people think or get consumed with certain videos doing really well and other videos not doing very well. I'm just concerned with doing videos that are fun and interesting and people enjoy at a consistent and realistic rate to provide entertainment to all you PGC. That's what I wanted. Okay. So if I do a Persona video and it only does 20 views or 4 views or 5 views, and then I do a horror game video and it does 200 views, I'm not gonna stop doing the Persona. I'll make this very, very clear. Okay. People keep thinking it's a view thing. Why I swapped from live streaming to video? It's for views. It's not that. It's deeper than that. Okay. It's building the channel. Okay. 2, it's around my schedule and my lifestyle, and free it's to create more videos that people can be entertained and watched with. You know, live streaming unfortunately meant that a lot of my time was filled with live streaming, and it stopped people from being able to basically enjoy any part of the channel, because, you know, not everybody can make it to the live streams, you know. So but I also want that to become I want that to come back as an integral that's the word, part of the channel. I'm rambling, I'm brain dumping, I know, but my point I'm trying to make is to wrap it up as we get to the 45-minute mark. The channel will continue to grow at the rate that it grows. We're not attempting to do something unorganic, cheesy, or I don't know what the word is, because I'm not trying to shit on anybody else's way of doing things. It's just, I'm trying to do things the Powell guy way, right? So the best way I can explain it is organically, right? We're going to grow it organically. That means we're going to get 2 subscribers every month, or 1 subscriber a month, or 1,000. It is what it is. Okay, I want people to be here to enjoy me and the entertainment I can bring to the PGC, and join the PGC. That's it. Okay? Yeah, does that make sense? Probably not, bro, because sometimes I don't make sense, bro. But hopefully it made sense nonetheless. Anyways, let's end the video here by saying that shoutouts to my boy Melo for getting me the hat. This is my favorite basketball team, by the way. I'm a big fan of basketball. Shoutouts to OKC. I'm happy because I was a KD, Russell Westbrook, James Harden OKC fan, and obviously for a long time we lost those people. So, but now we're coming back with vengeance. You said you're not here for basketball. You said you were supposed to be wrapping the video about 45 minutes, and now we've gone to 46 minutes. You right. That's why it's a brain dump. I'll stop. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day, evening, or night, depending where you're from, ladies and gentlemen, man. I appreciate you, community. We're gonna keep on growing. 2K coming very soon. Yeah, that's really it, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you when I see you. Late. Thanks for watching. And quick, stop recording.